Today, this is such a wonderful episode following the last one, how to help someone who's sitting in their pain. And we can talk about people in general, if you like. I'm such a big fan of not playing in your pain. But first, let's talk about your partner, because I think that's what most of you are here for. We're going to talk about why peace is so important in the home.
Stop trying to lead and make decisions all the time.
You should not be proud if you raised your voice and screamed at them.
No matter what.
No matter what. I'm Cass.
And I'm Kathryn. Why am I allowing him to do this in front of our children? Why am I allowing this to happen at all? You don't get to say whatever you want to a man and push him to the point where he snaps.
I might have been a really bad man the other day, but today I went out of my way to be a good man, and she thanked me for it.
Is that you always want to act in the direction you want to go. So
He is just a paycheck. What about his needs?
we're MorrowMarriage.
Let's flip divorce statistics with the new marriage.
Welcome to the MorrowMarriage podcast, and today this is such a wonderful episode following the last one, how to help someone who's sitting in their pain. And we can talk about people in general, if you like. I'm such a big fan of not playing in your pain. But first, let's talk about your partner, because I think that's what most of you are here for today. And this comes from one of your clients, I think.
Yep,
right?
This comes from a client who has been trying. The husband just cannot forgive her for past actions. She is showing that she's being a stronger woman, a better woman. She's changing some of the behaviors that I will say they needed to be changed. He will not accept her, and he keeps throwing the past in her face and assumes that everything's the same.
Before we get into it, I think you might have noticed that Kathryn did not include what they were. And I'm not sure what her reason is, but this would be my reason, because none of it matters. The past is the past. People want to change. Nobody's designed to sit in their pain or pay for their mistakes or their sins for the rest of their life. You're just not. And you're going to have people that just don't understand. So I don't think it really matters. I don't care.
You mean like what she did?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It does
I
not
don't
matter
care
what
if we're talking about.
She has corrected her behavior. She is showing that she wants to be a better woman. She is a better woman. Doesn't matter what she did.
That's right. So
I will say she did not kill anyone.
Well, and
Disclaimer.
Even if she did, I mean,
Listen, I'm not anybody's alibi.
yeah, I'm not.
Maybe yours. Not maybe. I will be your alibi.
This is
He's
international.
not going to kill anybody, guys. Everybody calm down. Okay.
All right, let's reel it in.
Back on track.
Everybody stay with us, please. So, oh, you're funny. All right, so the bottom line is, and I'm so interested in your take, because we've never had this conversation, but we both have to do this all the time. So first thing I want you to recognize is, if you're listening to this episode, that means you believe that you've done a remarkable job with your changes, and your partner will not accept you, probably is not doing their work and reflecting. And this is going to lead into a topic I've been dying to talk about, which is you can't control your partner. Ooh, did it cause waves on social media when I put this out? A lot of people pissed off. Anyways, another day. But at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter. You need to continue to show up. That's my first point. Now I can go on, but I know that you probably want to get going here.
Oh, no, keep going.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you definitely.
You'll know when I want to come.
So I thought you were going to say you'll know when I want to come, but
Oh my goodness. Where's this going?
I don't know. So,
Well, that too.
so here's the thing. First and foremost, you must maintain the person that you want to be. So how to help someone? That's the question, right? How to help someone who wants to sit in their pain or play in their pain. You can't if you alter you and your core values, the person that you're proud of. I would say step out of what I call the nice guy triangle, okay? And this is the person who's not looking in the mirror, who ultimately will blame. And this is my greatest fear for anybody who's making personal growth strides, who's what I say rising up. You're never done rising. Get comfortable on the journey, but do not ever let somebody anchor you. So how to help them, first and foremost, is to be their booster by example. By example. You must not alter your course or your past.
Except for going more in the direction that you're trying to go.
Oh, yeah.
Don't let it hold you back.
Yeah, your past is done. No matter what they say to you, no matter how they treat you, no matter what you've done. When you are proud of who you are moving forward, you just start to recognize point two, which is if the person you were ruined everything, then you can accept that. That doesn't mean I'm suggesting you leave. I just need you to know that it's okay. It's all right, because you're not that person anymore. Okay. This ties into why I changed my name, all these sorts of things, guys. It's really important to understand you are someone new, because as important it is for you to help someone sitting in their pain, you cannot let them destroy you on your journey.
It wasn't. Do you think it was easy for him to get me out of my pain? It was not. And he was adamant. He was very confident in his path that I was not going to allow him to remember that man, to hold it over his head. And while I wasn't doing it on purpose, I was having a hard time healing. So as I was having a hard time healing, and I was having, different sorts of emotional outbursts, and I didn't have all the communication tools yet. He had a hard time because I wasn't with him in his growth. Now, if I would have left the marriage and we would have gotten divorced, he would have had to deal with the fact that he just said it a second ago. If you ruined everything, do you remember you just said that?
Yep.
So if you ruined everything, then he still gets the opportunity to move forward. It doesn't mean that it's going to pull him back at it. You just have to say, okay, what I did caused this to end. What I did caused this X, Y, Z, but I'm going to stand up and be this strong man. And that would be the same with anybody. So maybe you did. Maybe someone is sitting in their pain and you are not going to be able, so role modeling and showing up is not going to move him forward. Then you need to come to terms with the fact that what you did is not going to be forgiven. It has potentially caused your marriage to end. Now, that's how you're going to think about it. But we all know that the other person has work to do. So if I chose not to do any work, if I chose not to heal, if I chose to sit in my pain, sure, he would have to say, okay, well, what I did, it ruined my marriage. We have to, though, shine the light on the fact that I was refusing to grow. And I wasn't refusing to grow. I did grow. And we're here, aren't we? So, but if it had gone in a different direction, he would be owning the fact that he caused it. And then he'd also need to think about, well, what about Kathryn? She wasn't, maybe not even willing, maybe she wasn't able to heal. She didn't put in the work. She didn't want to, whatever it was.
Well, you really want to stay away from really the you. Like at that point, it's you can join the pain, you can play in it, or you can carry on, right? And so I think this has gone into a really valuable direction, because, we don't condone splitting, separating, ending it.
No.
We definitely don't, because no matter what, almost always, and I'm going to say like 99.999% of the time, although you can look in the mirror and be proud of who you are, when your partner throws the past in your face, you do not hold up your end of the bargain with the person that you decided to be. We aren't perfect, and we work on this every single day with people every single day. It's not easy for us. Sometimes we have to correct each other, hold each other accountable, and we know what the freak we're doing. So I'm very, very confident when I say, also from coaching men, I'm sure you can say this with women as well, that you're not holding up your end of the bargain. When people say they've tried everything, that's another reason when they'll comment on the social media, I've already tried everything. My partner, listen, I guarantee you, without even talking to you, you are not holding up your end of the bargain. You are going back to past actions, which kind of like the other stuff we talked about in the last episode, you're undermining who you are and say you want to be, that person that you're proud of to look in the mirror. So before you quit, be damn sure. Because if we're still making mistakes and we can recognize it, we can come apologize to each other when we do it, then sometimes together, sometimes something will happen.
Often.
We'll go to a call. We'll come back right after our calls each.
We both apologize at the same time.
Okay. So chances are your ability to do that when your partner is not taking responsibility and staying in their pain, blaming you, you've got some reflections to do there. Now, let's pretend, though, that you are perfect, right?
Me?
Well, you are. I don't have to pretend.
Oh,
Let's pretend that you are listening. You are perfect, okay? You are role modeling. You're doing everything right. We both had people that we've worked with where their spouse is just like, oh, my gosh. And if you watch some of my demonstration videos, I'm telling guys, it's boundary time. And if you know me, I do not want boundaries. Ever.
me neither.
Ever, 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 ever. It's just not something we believe in. We believe in inspiring, leading, inviting, asking,
Making requests.
and patience.
Yes.
Patience. Okay. And so, but there are people that we get to the boundary state with. It's because you must still protect that new you at all costs. Go back to earlier in this episode, rewind and listen to it or watch it again until you get it. You might get to that state. Your partner is in their pain. What do you do to help someone? Remember the original question, when they're sitting in their pain. At that point, that could be a rock bottom situation. Almost all of you listening or watching have hit some sort of rock bottom, whatever that is for you. Separation, affairs, just don't like this life anymore, don't want to be enemies anymore, tired of being partners in job sex, whatever it is. That was your rock bottom, and that's why you're listening. That's why you're engaging. That's why you're in the program, especially if you're in the program. Okay, that's great. I'm really proud of you. Now, own that. Give that gratitude to your partner, because without them, you wouldn't want to even be reading books or listening to the podcast. Without them, you wouldn't be. You know, and by the way, if that's not true and you're listening to this podcast so the next marriage will be perfect while you're still with your spouse, you do have work to do. Okay. I'm assuming most of you aren't that way. Okay. Now, if you have to let your partner go through their rock bottom, even though you're grateful for them. So you're not going at them with contempt. How dare you? You're stuck in the past. I'm not. I.e., you're not the person that you're proud of. That's your indicator. How angry. Oh, the other day on a coaching call, remember? I was like, guys, Kathryn's going to church every single day, or a lot of days this month.
21 days of prayer and fasting.
And so basically, I could live. I made the discussion go with my lords, like, well, what if she's actually not going to church and she's nailing some new guy every single night, same guy every single day? And you yelled from the bathroom, I'm not doing it. Yeah. But my point was, I would be reflecting on me. I know a lot of you won't believe that, and I really don't give a shit. But I just would be like, what did I do wrong? I know this, by the way, because I was cheated on a lot, and there's a lot of people I feel like I could give an apology to, which I'm not going to bother. But I know what I did wrong in those relationships.
If you're listening, be sorry.
if you're one of my exes, I'm sorry. It's not as bad as I was to Kathryn, though. It's your saving grace. Oh, no, that's my nice guy trying to. Damn it! See, it still happens. Anyway, I am sorry for who I was, but I understand what happened and where that went, and I'm not that guy anymore. Same sort of thing. See, all of this is real. I'm practicing what I preach, guys. And so if you get to that point, be grateful for your partner. If you need to do a boundary, please ask us for help before you do it. And then when you do that, it might be rock bottom, and that might be how you help someone in their pain, because you can't make them want to reflect. And wait till we get to the episode on Can't Control Your Partner, because, my gosh, people get this all wrong. But you can't make them reflect. You can't make them grow. You can't make them, when you're starting to do this, have that gratitude, because you're looking up at them when you start. And now you're in the program and you just can't seem to help them because you're this brand new person, and it's her husband. Obviously, he's bringing up the past. And at some point, you're not going to live like that for the rest of your life. I hope it doesn't come to that, but you hold strong as fast. Hold strong as fast. Hold fast. Hold strong as long as you can. Anything you want to add?
Nope.
All right, guys. See you next time.
See you.